Heyo! Yes, indeed. It's Ashley Monet here with another installment of my Inktober 2023 series. Boom shakalaka laka boom. We'll be covering days 13 through 18 in this video, so let's jump right in and see what I can ink. Flip right into day 13. Now today is very special because it is Friday the 13th. I knew going into it that I would not have the physical ability to draw anything other than Jason Voorhees on Friday the 13th. That being said, the prompt word of the day is rise, so I'll be incorporating that at some point. But for now, I'm starting with a simple Jason portrait, laying down the darkest of the blacks, and his hockey mask markings with a pop of red. Now for a little bit of shading, just a smidge. Juicy highlight time. And now for the rise aspect, I decided to write a message from Jason's mummy, Mrs. Voorhees.
Jason, my special boy, it's time to wake up. Mommy has something she wants you to do.
These words are basically Jason's activation switch that caused him to rise from the dead and start murdering naughty teenagers. I tried to make her writing look sloppy by doing a bunch of extra scribbles. I don't know, it made sense in my head. Anyways, on to the day's label. Day 13, rise. And here he is. Jason has arisen. All you kiddos better be on your best behavior this Friday the 13th. Okay, on to day 14. The prompt word was castle. No lie, I was feeling much too lazy this day to draw a full castle, so I decided just to do a castle window, but spoiler alert, it still took a ton of work. Lots of little details. And fixing a few mistake lines. Now for what, or I should say who, to put in the castle, I went with the one and only Count Dracula of Transylvania. Again, lazy day, so I just made him a silhouette. Then on to the bricks surrounding the window. Laid down the guidelines and then started all of the shading. Now this is where the real time suck took place. Please enjoy this footage sped up 40 times. You heard me right, 40 times. So you can see in seconds what took me like an hour to do. There were just so many little details, so many repetitive edges, so many hatch strokes, these little crack details and stipple texture to make it appear like stone. I tell you, for taking the easy way out, this was a backfire for sure. The day's label, day 14, castle. Sad thing is, all that work and I look at the finished product and I'm like, meh, don't love it. Oh well, it's a new day, day 15, and our prompt word is dagger. This to me was the least inspiring of all of the prompts for the whole of Inktober, so that says something. Like I didn't want to just draw a dagger, but I didn't really have a backup plan. And the agony of like knowing that I have to come up with an idea, it was just like always in the back of my head, 4 days. Until impromptu, I ended up taking a trip to the Spirit Halloween store. And that's where I saw they had this creepy clown animatronic holding 2 little daggers. And go figure, his name was Dagger Mike. So I thought, perfect, I'll just draw that. And that's what I did. Truthfully, I am not happy at all with how it came out. And I just have no words. So cue the music. Label time. Day 15, dagger. I just hate this one. I want to forget all about it. Not 1, but 2 rough days in a row. No bueno. But luckily it does turn around the next day, day 16. The prompt word, angel. Now y'all know I'm not going to do some sweet little angel. I immediately thought of Frances Conroy in American Horror Story Asylum as the Angel of Death. First things first, an angel needs her wings. I was going for ink drips here. Now let's draw her, starting with the line work, then adding the shading. I just love her birdcage veil. Now going in with some solid black for her coat and her hair. Unfortunately, there's like an obvious difference in the black tones here. It's just like my closet, like there's so much black, but no two blacks are the same. On to the label. Day 16, Angel. And here she is all finished. I really love this one, and I'm relieved that I have gotten some redemption from the last 2 days because those were bad. Alrighty then, day 17. Our prompt word is demon. We've done our angel, now we need to do our demon. For this one, I'm going to draw my favorite horror killer, Michael Myers. If you're familiar with Halloween 2, circa 1981, you may already get the correlation, but if not, don't worry, boo-boo, I got you. So in the movie, investigators are hot on Michael's trail, trying to track him through the town. His trail of murder leads to a school where he's written Sam Hain in blood on a chalkboard. Now, depending on who you ask, this means different things. Halloween itself is historically the festival of Sam Hain, the celebration of the end of the light half of the year, aka summer, and the start of the dark half, aka winter. Legend has it that this division thins the barrier between our world and the next, allowing all of the oogie boogies to pass over into our world for the night. Also, sidebar, while I was researching, I read that it's actually pronounced Samhain? I don't know. I've always heard Sam Hain. Someone fact check, please. Anyways, some sources cite that Sam Hain is just the day of Halloween, the festival itself. Others will say that the festival is intended to celebrate the pagan god Sam Hain, and in return he will provide a good winter harvest. But the last theory, and this is the one that prevents some religions from celebrating Halloween, the last theory is that Sam Hain is a demon god of death, which is quite fitting for Big Mike over here. Hope you enjoyed that little history lesson. Now let's move on to day 18, which is the final day I will feature in this video. Prompt word, saddle. Blah, boring. Who wants to just draw a saddle? Not me. Now I'm roped into drawing a horse too. And because I'm me, a regular horse just will not do. I'm gonna make a skeleton horse. Now, I know nothing of horse anatomy. I was working off of 2 reference images, and they definitely contradicted each other in quite a few spots. So sorry to any equine enthusiasts out there that are offended by my rendition. I did my best. This shading was a slow, complicated process, so let's skip ahead. Yeah. Now, my goal is to have this still read as a horse, so even though he's a skeleton, we've got to give him hair, a mane and tail. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's do our label. Day 18, saddle. And another one bites the dust. Lots of highs and lows this week. Ugh. Be sure to come back next week to see days 19 through 24. If you saw something you like, let me know with a thumbs up and in the comments. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.